We just got done running for the second morning in a row. Me and running have a very, very love-hate relationship. That is for sure. I absolutely am not the best runner there is. I've always been a little bit slow. But the thing that I absolutely love about running is the discipline, the mind games that you're playing. Basically, I do sales for a job, so I love the negotiation, conversation, all of that kind of stuff. It's literally like being on a sales call with yourself. In this particular morning, my knees kind of hurt, my lower legs hurt. I was breathing pretty hard. And it's just like the entire time, almost the entire time, I'm sitting there negotiating with myself, talking with myself, telling myself, it's a good idea to keep going. It's a good idea to keep running. This is all for the best. It's like, I don't know, it's just a very, very good thing for me in particular to push myself and to make myself do hard things. It's June now, but somewhere back in November, December, picked up a lot of bad habits. And it kind of all stemmed from one particular place. And that was, I was in fairly desperate need of some money. My wife had actually flown to Nebraska to go see her family and was going to be there over Thanksgiving. And I was going to drive over there, pick her up, and then bring her home. Or drive over there, spend Thanksgiving there, pick her up, bring her home. And it just so happened that business was rough last November. I set some pretty lofty goals at the beginning of the month, and I accomplished none of them. It was one of the worst months that I've had in business ever. And it ended up like at the end of the month, I could either pay the rent or I could go to Nebraska and pick up my wife. And I mean, yes, picking up my wife definitely sounded like a great idea. I'd love to see her. I'd love to see the kids again. But if I go pick her up, bring her back home, and there's no house to come home to, then that's going to be a little rough. I got into DoorDash, and I'd done DoorDashing before. I decided to do it again, and I got into DoorDashing. And the best time to DoorDash is like early evening into the night. But the thing is like when you are DoorDashing till 12, 1 o'clock at night, you come home, you go to sleep, you sleep in a little bit because you didn't get started sleeping till the early morning. And then, your day is kind of shot. You'll feel very unmotivated because you didn't get good sleep. And then you go about your day, maybe take a nap in there somewhere as you're trying to be productive. And, it's time to the evening. If you do this enough, eventually your sleep gets all screwed up. That's the way it was for me. Pretty soon, like I couldn't even sleep at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. In that whole process of DoorDashing and trying to stay awake, I'd also picked up the late night snacks. Always a snacker. I love snacks. Picked up some really bad habits in order to stay awake. And those habits just continue to carry through. They affect me even to today. Like something I've been thinking about and dealing with lately is I do want to start going to bed earlier. There's a part of me that's like not tired at night. And so I'll sit up and watch a TV show or something. And then it's like, oh, I want to finish this TV show, but I'm really tired. I kind of want to go to sleep. So I get up and like get a snack to keep myself awake. And a little bit of, I don't know what it is, blood sugar or whatever. Gives me a bump in energy. And like now I'm up way later than I should be. And it just spills into the next day. Now I can't wake up when the alarm goes off. And then, I finally get out of bed and it's too late to work out. And there's just a lot of bad habits that came from like one change in my life. I am forever grateful to DoorDash because we survived some pretty tough times just because I had the ability to go out and deliver food and make money that way. Not really a big fan of that type of life, and so very, very grateful that I'm making enough money to not do that now. Also, I posted my first video on this channel last night, and I woke up this morning and I was like, just kind of curious. My whole mindset for this channel was like, this is probably going to take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to really get the ball rolling on this YouTube channel. Probably a month or two till I get my first subscriber. And, you know, probably a while till, 100 people watch the video. Well, this morning I went onto my YouTube studio and it said 4 subscribers. What? That's odd. And then I looked at the video and it had like 170 some views. Ugh, man. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. So thank you all for subscribing, everybody that did, all 4 of you. That's great. Glad to have you along for the ride here. We're gonna make this thing happen. We are going to make this thing happen. We're gonna win. We're gonna win in life. Look at this. I actually got my hair combed, and I'm videoing, which is new. Anyway, I actually clocked into work this morning, making some calls. Had kind of a rough morning, not gonna lie. And then we made a sale. It's my first sale back after our child was born. So we are back in the saddle. We're back making sales, and we are back making money. So anyway, that's just a little bit of good news. Had a little bit of a celebration going on. It is approximately 7 o'clock Wednesday morning, and it is time to do a body weight workout. Now, here's the issue. We just had a baby, and my mother-in-law has been staying at our house for approximately the last 3 weeks, I think it is. And so I haven't done a body weight workout in that time because I usually do it out in our living room in our apartment. And that is actually where she is sleeping. So I haven't done one in like 3 weeks. And I know it's time to get back to doing workouts again, body weight workouts, running, all of that. So today we live right beside a park. I'm just gonna come out here, go out into the middle of the grass, set up my little tablet, cue up the workout. We're just gonna do it out here in the middle of the park. I have not worked out consistently for the last 6 months. It sucks. It sucks. Because I used to be able to kick out that workout very, very easily. And just kick it out and get it done. Now, as you probably saw, that last set of push-ups just gave out. Oh man. Just been thinking a lot about what we were talking about yesterday with habits. John Maxwell, don't know if you guys have ever read his books, but he's like a expert on leadership. Very wise man. He talked about how you cannot change your life unless you change something that you do every day. And so that's what I'm trying to do here with habits. Oh man. And it's not easy going from bad habits to good habits, that's for sure. Bad habits, I would include in all of that staying up late, sleeping through your alarm, eating junk food, eating a lot of junk food. That one got started when I was door dashing and I wanted to stay awake. I would just buy some junk food to stay awake while I was door dashing. And I gained probably 10 pounds over that time, 5 to 10 pounds. And it hasn't come back off. And so picking better habits, a workout routine, trying to eat better. The trying to eat better, that's the hardest one for me because I love snacking. And so maybe I need to change that aspect of myself. Maybe I need to despise snacking. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I'll show you a video of like how much I weigh, and we'll kind of keep an eye on that throughout this whole journey. Because I would like to get down to 215 pounds. I'm 6'2", almost 6'3". When I get down to 215 pounds, be slim. I don't have to be like some jacked bodybuilder, but I don't want to be pudgy, you could say.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati.
Okay, little pro tip here. Do not crack your eggs like this because I've tried it twice and both times I've broke the yolk. Unless you just like hard eggs, then it's okay.
Get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute. Can't tell if I like you. Gotta make sure you know how to.
All right, speaking of other habits that I have or that I am currently trying to build. Number one, I am a Christian, so I want to read the Bible every day. Tap into the way God works, what he says, what he thinks, the way he communicates to people, what he says about me. It's all in here. And that is a foundation that I try to lean on as much as possible. The second thing I been trying to do is journal. And that's just like get my thoughts out on paper. And it's not like, oh, dear diary, this and this happened to me today. It's just like, if there's a bunch of like stinky thoughts rolling around in your head, it's never a good thing to keep them up there. Like, you're never going to be a better person or become a better father, become a better man if those stinky thoughts roll around in your head all day long. And so what I do is I just kind of write down some of the stuff that I have been thinking, some of the stuff that I'm trying to process, and then like I draw a little picture. And anyway, and it's yours, it's a journal, it's private, and you get to write whatever the heck you want in here. And like, I guess as long as you keep it private, nobody's going to judge you for it. But I just think it's somewhere, somehow you need to be completely honest with yourself. Completely honest with yourself. Like, there's some things that you don't want to tell to people or you don't want to admit about yourself to other people. Find somewhere where you can just admit those things. For me, it's in a journal. I write what I'm saying and then I draw a little picture because I do like art. I love art. I am a creative person. And then the last thing that I'm trying to do is read some type of inspirational or self-development book. Everybody, I feel like, has some room to grow in leadership and in just becoming a better individual. And so those are the things that I'm trying to do. And you might be saying, where would I fit all of that into my day? Which is what I'm saying today, because again, I woke up late. I slept through my alarm. Shame on me. And it's going to be tight to fit all of this stuff in before work. But we're going to fit it in. I would just say for myself, like, hey, if I'm struggling to fit this stuff into my day, I need to go to bed at a reasonable hour and I need to wake up earlier. And if you do that and you're very intentional about your time in the morning, you can actually fit a lot of stuff into your day. And it doesn't have to be like an hour reading the Bible and an hour reading a self-development book and an hour writing in your journal. You could just do it for like 15, 20 minutes, but you just want to do it consistently every day. Build those habits. And as long as you build those habits and you do the little things right for long enough, you're going to be way ahead of a lot of the other people in life. Anyway, I also need to shave. I hate shaving, but I definitely need to shave. Anyway, so I got some meditation, relaxing music, whatever you want to call it, on my headphones. I'm going to read a little scripture. I'm going to do some journaling, and I'm going to read some of my Shoe Dog, which is the book that I'm currently reading. I'm going to do all of that, and then we should be ready for the day. It is Friday morning. Do you have a confession to make? Oh my goodness, got a Corvette that pulled up just right beside me. Sounds like a freaking boat motor. Listen to this. Sir, your watercraft needs to go in the water, not on the road, sir. Anyway, it's Friday morning. Not gonna lie. Woke up, turned my alarm off, went back to sleep. was going to wake up half an hour earlier than I did. My wife was feeding the brand new baby. She said, hey, are you going to wake up? Are you going to go to your men's group that I go to every Friday? And so I said yes. And I was like, okay, well, I'll get up, kind of take it easy, go to men's group, then I'll come home and work out. Then I thought to myself, you know what? If I push it off once, what's going to keep me from pushing it off again? I was like, I know that if I do work out right now, even though it's just 10 minutes, we're going to be bumping up against the men's group. We're going to have to like scramble a little bit. But we just got out of bed and we went out to the park, did a workout again, and got it all done. Made it to men's group on time, had a wonderful discussion at men's group. We go there every Friday and we just study the Bible, a certain passage or certain parts of the Bible. This morning we were talking a lot about money. And so that was such a good discussion, just because like for the last couple of years, like that has been one of the biggest focuses of my life is like, I need to make more money. I want to make more money. And it was just like money, like all the time. I was just thinking about money. Anyway, recently, I really, like in my conscience, I am a Christian. I felt convicted about that. It's like, why do I think that I need all of this money? And why is my focus always on money and business and hustling and this and that and the other thing? Listen, I enjoy hustling. I enjoy a good underdog story. Somebody starting from the bottom and like building something. But like that became so important to me that I really started to not focus on the things that are what I would say are very, very important in life. One of which is my faith, my relationship with God, my relationship with my family, my wife, my kids, all of that. Recently I was convicted of that. I was like, you know what? I'm actually just going to focus on having peace in my heart, in my soul. I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to go get another job. That's what I feel like I should do right now. And so I did. And since then, I would say that our financial situation has definitely stabilized a lot more than it was 3-4 months ago. Which is nuts. That is nuts to think about. But anyway, it only took that long to kind of get things all stabilized and on the right track. But it's just been, life is just so much more beautiful now. Like I enjoy life so much more. I enjoy my wife. I enjoy my kids. I enjoy, now that I actually am stabilizing the finances, I enjoy my money more even. That's just kind of my thoughts of the morning. We talked about money. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have lots of money. In fact, I want lots of money. But that's just not the primary focus of my life anymore. We're going to get a haircut now. All right. New haircut alert. How we looking? Little tour all the way around. Got the haircut. I went to Valet Clippers in Saratoga Springs. Jenny was the stylist this morning. She gave me a wonderful haircut. Had a very good conversation with her. So anyway, if you need a haircut, go to Valet Clippers and ask for Jenny. If you've made it this far, you are an absolute legend. I was just watching this back as I'm editing it, and I'm like, yeah, I need to learn a little bit more about vlogging and how to put a cohesive video together. I actually used to do video production as a job, like doing marketing. So putting together a cohesive story where there's not meandering and all this going on in the video, I know is important. And as I'm watching this back, like I meander all over the place in this video. So if you've watched this far, thank you very much. I am conscious of that. I am going to improve on that. We're going to figure out how we can get the right information into the video in a timely manner. We're going to keep improving. We're going to keep building those habits.
and doing cool things. So again, thank you for watching it. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed, and tune in again next week. We're going to be doing this every week. Goodbye.